When the signs of the times point to change, ideally, our life is a long, calm river. We go with the flow and see opportunities arise from time to time that we may or may not seize. However, everyday life is usually more complicated than that, and we often see no other way out than to just put our heads down and keep going. Many people remain in unhappy relationships, in exhausting jobs, or remain loyal to friendships and family members who are anything but deserving of that loyalty. We are creatures of habit who like to go through the same routine day in and day out. Breaking out of this rut always means leaving one's comfort zone. On the one hand, this is a risk, and on the other hand, it is by nature uncomfortable and exhausting. But sometimes the signs are clear, showing you the way out of the routine and into a new existence. In today's video, we present you the top 6 signs that it's time for a change. If you like our videos, feel free to support us with a thumbs up. Subscribe to Psychology in Mind, activate the little bell, and be excited about the videos we upload for you every day. Number 1, you are unhappy. No one can be happy all the time. But if you're unhappy most of the time, action is definitely called for. Who or what is making you unhappy? How hard would it be to turn your back on those people or that situation in search of a happier existence? Life is a gift, lifetime is finite. It's not only a human right to be happy, it is even our obligation to make the most of this life here and now. If it is other people who are holding you back, distance yourself from them. If you find yourself getting in the way, remember, life can be over tomorrow. Do you want to enjoy it or just endure it? Number 2, enough is enough. Sometimes you just need to put your nose to the grindstone and get ahead in life. Even if you are one of those people with the patience of an angel and above average understanding for others, there comes a time when enough is enough. When the pressure of suffering steadily increases, you feel like the frog in the saucepan who can feel the water getting hotter and hotter, but who only takes a leap when the pain threshold is reached. Deep inside, you know when you have reached that point. The signs will say now or never, and you'll feel it with every fiber of your body that your time for a fresh start is now. Knowing when you've had enough and taking the consequences is not a sign of defeat or weakness. It shows that you care enough about yourself not to let others run your life. Number 3, you're chronically bored. As much as the term burnout is being bandied about these days, its evil twin is much worse for some of us. Bore out, or being bored out of your mind, is particularly common among people who have been stuck in the same job for years and really should have taken the next step long ago. Whether out of fear, convenience, a need for security, or simply because no good opportunity has presented itself, they have not made a change. Boredom is not a way of life. Moreover, constant understimulation leaves us prone to mistakes, unfocused, and no longer capable of even the simplest tasks, simply for the reason that we've mastered them in our sleep and no longer feel like doing them. If you constantly feel like you're being used far below your capabilities and given assignments and instructions by people operating far below your level, it's time to change lanes. You weren't given your talents and potential to waste on people or jobs that aren't worth it. Number 4, you feel constricted. The walls of your life are caving in on you more every day. The company of some people makes you feel panicked and oppressed. Your responsibilities have been manageable for years and could just as easily be handled by an intern. Then it's clearly time for a release. Our bodies sometimes react faster than our minds. If situations or people do not do us good in any way, our body will reliably tell us so. Try to distance yourself a bit first. Think about what is limiting and constricting you. Is it the relationship that used to take your breath away, but is now just cutting you off? Is it your job where you have the decision-making power of a fly on the wall? Fact is, if you lack air and space, it's high time for a change of location. Whether proverbially or figuratively is up to you. Number 5, you develop new interests. The world around you is standing still, but you are still developing? Your thirst for knowledge takes off to new heights, and one advanced training course follows the next? Congratulations! Standing still is not your thing. Learning a new language or skill shows that you want to constantly expand and explore your horizons in life. The end of the line for you is far from being reached. The need to learn new things triggers a domino effect in the lives of many people. You open the door to upcoming changes and invite them in. Number 6, the people around you change. Your once cool best friend suddenly wants to join the golf club? Your girlfriend only dates people who annoy you? Conversations revolve exclusively around money and status? If you suddenly feel like a cuckoo in familiar company, it's time for a change of scenery in your life. It seems that you and the people around you are moving in opposite directions. This is okay, and can happen even in the most intense and long-standing friendships. But don't make the mistake of trying to catch up with them. If you feel uncomfortable, you are not the problem. Different life plans are part of the diversity of mankind. Instead, consider whether it's a time for change for you too. Before the current takes over, learn to swim. Today's conclusion: change is not for cowards. They're hard at first, messy when you're in the middle of them, but quite wonderful once they've been pulled off. Change, even on a microscopic scale, can have a big impact on our lives. It doesn't matter if you think the next life will come after this one, or if you think we only have this one. We are bound to get the best possible we can out of this life. Remaining in an unsatisfactory state that makes us unhappy and possibly even sick is not the point of a fulfilling life. Even if stepping out of the comfort zone is difficult, because we are by nature not risk takers and humans tend in principle to give preference to comfort over everything else, a break from routine is always worthwhile. In the best case, we gain more quality of life, a completely new perspective, or even the freedom we have longed for. In the worst case, we have learned something new and now know what doesn't work for us. In any case, we have won. That's it for today.
Did you find this information helpful? Do you have experience with it? We would love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and let us know your thoughts. For more resources about mental health, self-improvement, and psychology, visit our website. You'll find the link in the video description where you can also connect with us on social media and sign up for our email list. Take care of yourself and have a beautiful day.